Hello, and welcome to the Resume Ready podcast. My name is Brian Schneider, and I'm excited to bring you the second part of this two-part series about how to create a killer resume for a recent college graduate. In case you missed it, episode 21 was the first part of the series and primarily focused on framework concepts for your resume. With part 2, I'm going to touch on the specific sections and how you as a college graduate can give yourself an advantage even though you're likely just now starting your professional career. Also, I'll include a link in the show notes to the companion article on my LinkedIn profile on which today's episode is based. First, though, I want to tell you that today's episode is sponsored by my friends at Bradley Garrett Salon on Brookhaven Circle. The stylists at Bradley Garrett believe that self-care is an important part of a person's need to maintain a resilient, healthy, balanced lifestyle, and that you occasionally need a break from the hustle and bustle of life. When you're at the salon, they make you feel special and allow you to rejuvenate by creating a fun, relaxing, engaging environment where you can laugh, joke, tell stories, and just let you be yourself, with no critics or drama. It goes without saying, of course, that the stylists are very experienced, and in addition to regular haircuts and trims, they can do color, highlights, and even keratin smoothing treatments. I highly encourage you to check out Bradley Garrett Salon on Brookhaven Circle. Now on to the podcast. How to create a killer resume for recent college graduates, Part 2. As with your professional resume, you want to start your college resume with clear contact information. I suggest including your name, cell phone number, a professional email address such as AT&T or Gmail, and a link to your LinkedIn profile. Feel free to also include the city, state, and zip code where you live. The next item you want to include is a focused resume title. This should match the position at the organization for which you're applying. The title can either be similar to or the exact verbatim title of the posted position. However, it's important that your title match or be similar to reflect a focused resume. The next section should be your professional summary or profile. Unlike a bio, this paragraph should be geared towards the employer and reflect something about you and why you're pursuing a position with this company or in this industry. One of the greatest examples of a professional summary from a candidate with whom I worked in the past was a young woman pursuing an entry-level digital marketing coordinator position. Her professional summary read like this, quote, "I am a recent graduate with a passion for brands, strategic thinking, and creative marketing that drives genuine human interaction. I have a successful history of working in teams to achieve clients' objectives by making tactical use of limited resources." End quote. That's a powerful professional summary for an entry-level marketing position, which will make a connection with the reader as to why she would make a great candidate for the position. She describes herself in terms of the industry, and she points to her achievements and capabilities in the second sentence. This paragraph should be no more than 2 sentences. The next section will be your education. Try to keep this section to as few lines as possible. You should include the degree you're pursuing, the name of the school, the month and year when you will graduate, possibly your concentration from your major if it adds value or clarity to the resume, and lastly, your GPA. Be sure to indicate whether your GPA is your overall GPA or the GPA from your major. Also, only include your GPA on your resume if it's a 3.5 or higher. The next section is your experience or professional experience. This section will include your past jobs along with 1 or more achievements for each position you've held. Even if your past job is outside the industry for the job you're pursuing, take time to create a strong achievement which is detailed, specific, and has quantified information. I'm going to include a link in the show notes for an article which discusses how to create a strong achievement. Remember, also, that achievements can help tell the reader about your soft skills such as leadership, responsibility, time management, accountability, teamwork, and work ethic, which are important to every single employer. The next section you should create is one which lists your honors or leadership recognition. If you are part of a club, sports team, or other organization, you should include it here. Also note in parentheses any position you held, if applicable, after the name of the club. In this section, you can also list scholarships and other forms of academic recognition, such as a dean's list. As a general note, I would suggest only including items in this section from college and dropping most of the items from high school unless it has exceptional value. The last section will include any technical skills you might have, such as computer software or programming. You could also include trade skills such as welding and carpentry, if relevant to the position you're pursuing. Why it matters. Ensuring your college resume clearly communicates the value you can bring to an entry-level position out of college matters because employers want to hire the best and brightest candidate for the job. By taking the time to craft a focused, results-oriented resume, you'll give yourself a competitive advantage so you can win the job interview. Hey everyone, thanks for listening. For more information on the topics covered in today's episode and many others, check out the articles on my LinkedIn profile, a link to which can be found in the show notes. If you feel today's episode was helpful, please consider sharing it with a friend and subscribing to the show. Tune in to Resume Ready next time when I'll be discussing how to stay unemployed with respect to your resume.